Welcome to Low Ink Day 2. We're getting ready for Alpha Round 2. We're going to be watching Spider Swim versus Luau.
This is definitely a good match. I know some decent bits about both teams. They're both pretty strong and have interesting strategies that can definitely prove to put games into their favor pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially on Commentators New Albuquerque. This is a pretty interesting map mode with how big it is.
I definitely, if you see Kippu there, I see Kippu coming out with a backline there.
Yeah, definitely.
The question is which one?
Yeah, looking at the rest of this set, we have some interesting maps. Port Mackerel Rainmaker, not a popular choice, and then we have Walleye Tower Control, also not very popular choice.
What is this set?
Honestly, though, I think both these teams just want a 3-0, get this over with. But regardless, both teams are getting ready now for Clan Blitz New Albuquerque. So I'm excited to see. It's always exciting to see the alpha players because Low Ink is still a tournament for newer players, newer comp teams. But that doesn't mean alpha brackets always not exactly exciting to watch. It's the opposite. It's super fun to watch alpha bracket.
It's definitely, any bracket can bring the excitement. Doesn't matter what level or anything. Any team can bring the power. They can bring the action. Everyone's got the capability to do it. Just here we're seeing the ones who thrived the most in day one, and now we're going to see who's going to make it to the end. Who's going to get banned today?
All these teams want to get banned, but only one can. Officially, technically.
Officially, yeah, we see.
we got a lot of rules in place for this. But we're getting in. We're getting in with game 1, round 2, and again, this is a best of 5. I said 3 last time, didn't I?
I think you did.
I meant first to 3.
First to 5, we got it.
First to 3, best to 5. There we go. My bad.
Now you're in order. Here we go with Clan Blitz Albacore. There we go. I approve of Hydra. There we go. And
yes,
then we see a jet.
Yeah, you definitely want the range on this map. This map
Absolutely.
is huge.
There's definitely a lot of paths to come in on Albacore, and just keeping control of those bridges is definitely the biggest thing to do.
Yeah, seeing a lot of mid control coming out in early Ray. Of course, you get that. But again, a lot of map control from Spider Swim. But 2 down on the side of Spider Swim, so that's going to give...
it's actually 2 down on me.
I'm getting the colors wrong. There we go.
Inkjet's there trying to single out this one player off Spider Swim. This is quite the battle. Ooh! Coming out with that 1v1 win. That's quite a good, but then gets picked off.
Yeah, and that's going to leave Spider Swim with just their Hydra remaining, but Luau still needs clamps to initiate a push here.
It's a good pick by Kami. Luau's got the clams as well. If the Tetris, they did get another pick, but gets traded there.
That's going to put him down to 80 points. With a Ray coming out, that's going to do a whole lot. We do have 6 clams coming in. And some jumps.
They're still going. Oh, one went swimming. The Tetras I was just about to say, the Tetras are still doing work in underneath the clam basket there, but then it got cornered by a bomb. So that was an unfortunate pick there, but Luau coming in strong there. That was a great push. Keeping the pressure up. They had 3 people there to follow up. Now they're down to 50. That's a great opening push.
Yeah, Spider Swim has a good opportunity to get mid control back, however, not winning a whole lot of 1v1s here.
Yeah, that does seem to be an issue at the start here. We've seen Luau winning majority of the 1v1s, keeping Splatter Swim back and from being able to do anything. See Ray number 3.
That Ray's going to be annoying. With this map so big, Ray is a strong choice, and that's going to be 3 down on the side of Splatter Swim. Luau almost ready for another power clam.
Again, leaving the Hydra as the only one there, as Luau's taking the advantage here, as 2 of their members have already pushed in. Great pick on the Inkjet. Look at this pressure by Luau. This is phenomenal.
Yes,
Again, the
absolutely.
Hydra is the only one left.
Great communication, you can tell. Down to 50 points, just below 50 points, halfway through the match on the timer. Splatter Swim really just needs to up their game, play a little faster, because Luau is just outplaying them right now.
Splatter Swim really needs to go. Oh, well, they got a wipe. Good defense, Splatter Swim.
That's what the Hydra will do. But they need to get that mid control. They need to play a little faster, get plenty of power claims, and take their specials.
They need to do what they can to separate a couple of the Luau members and get those picks. As we can see, there's the one there on the right. If they can get that one off, it's great.
Oh, two down.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Ray's super strong on this map. Even those claims, you don't see Ray much on claims, but on this map, Ray's good anytime.
Kami coming in here with the Tetras. Kami's been applying a lot of great pressure with the Tetras here that we've seen on the map, and does come in with another follow-up. You'll see the Zap or the Nozzle Nose coming in behind to help keep that pressure applied.
We did see some hints of great coordination, great planning by Splatter Swim. It's just that Luau's doing such a good job shutting it down. So I think Splatter Swim just needs to rethink what their priorities are. I think they need to get rid of those Tetras. The Tetras on the side of Luau have been a very strong pressure against them.
Absolutely, yeah. With just under a minute left on the clock, Splatter Swim just needs to take just a second to regroup and get that push in that they need, because they have the power to do it. They just have to get their way in there.
Yeah, they've shown that they can do it, but they really got to pull through here. This last 30 seconds, get a power clam going, and they're going to generate one with the Hydra.
They did pick off that jet. That can be an advantage there. Ooh,
Nah, that's a really key pick.
Yep. Taking out the two backlines. The Splatter Swim did it first, but then Luau just was like, nope, we're going to do it too.
Yeah, Luau doesn't even want the claims anymore. They're just going to jump off the map, not even allow Splatter Swim to take the claims. It's a very underrated strat. You don't see that very often, especially in low.
And that is a very strong win for Luau.
Lots of potential here on both sides, but Luau really came on top here with their skills in Clan Blitz. But I am interested to see what other modes have in store for both these teams.
Oh yeah, this is only just the beginning. We've seen Luau applying a lot of pressure here, but I know Splatter Swim can do the same thing right back. We just haven't seen it quite yet.
Yeah, next up we are seeing Port Mackerel Rainmaker. This is a tough map to push in on, I would say. Defending is pretty easy if you don't get wiped. That's the thing about this map. This map is, if you get wiped, you lose. That's it. So you gotta be careful.
It's very narrow. I'm not going to be surprised if I will be surprised if they switch the jet. So this is the jet. This is the Ray Spam Jet's prime map.
Yeah, we saw a lot of jet. We saw a lot of Ray last game. I think we're going to see even more this game.
It's not going to end. This is I think since the patch, I think Ray Spam Jet is going to be more common.
Yeah.
And it's going to prove to be a challenge quite a bit.
Definitely teams trying to switch up their comps. I believe a lot of them are taking their time choosing new weapons here.
It'll be interesting to see what they're going to bring here. I can see Splatter Swim bringing a Ray out as well. I've seen them do it before. I think the main thing is also just to keep Splatter Swim just needs to have some more paint control, especially in the middle, just to keep Luau controlled.
And again, this is a best of 5, so we can see if Splatter Swim will tie it up or Luau will extend their lead here.
See, Splatter Swim has the vanilla jet.
Yeah, not a bad pick. We did expect Ray, but missiles are still a strong option, especially with Toxic Mist. I've been actually using this weapon a little more for fun lately. Toxic Mist is underrated, actually.
It is. It very much is. Toxic Mist is a really great slowdown on small maps for things like Rainmaker and Tower, and I'm actually a little surprised that people haven't used it as more often as it was, because I knew it was popular in the past. But here we see
already going in.
Yeah, Luau's already in the base, and Splatter Swim's having issues keeping it back, as they've only got one member alive. This is going to be a quick KO.
Yeah.
Just like we just started talking about one thing and the match is over.
And that's the thing about Port Mackerel Rainmaker. They did get wiped near the end, and that will do it. That's just going to end it. This is a very small, narrow map. Coordinating your specials properly will determine the result.
I said at the start I'm surprised that the race-bound jet didn't come, so seeing the V-jet was kind of interesting, but then also on the side of Luau, they chose the 52 Deco, which does have a ray, so I'm surprised for the switch, but I think just to keep the aggression up, that's why they made that pick.
Yeah. Next up, we are seeing Humpback Pump Track Zones. I do like this map, compared to the rest of the set, so we can take a nice breather from the weird maps here. At least Port Mackerel Rainmaker. I think Luau just hated that enough. They wanted to get rid of that.
I think we said at the start, just most of these ones. And if this is match point for Luau, I believe. So hopefully Splatter Swim can bring it back here. With Humpback Zones, you see a lot of back and forth action with taking back the zone, which makes it quite map mode top to see, like a top map mode to see. It has a lot of action on it.
Yeah. Especially compared to Clan Blitz and Rainmaker we saw last map, this map is definitely a lot more centralized. You don't really have to move across the map a whole lot. You really just stick around and keep map control.
You want to get up, keep control of the zone, and then make sure you move up to see if you can keep the other team back, try to shut them out a bit, but not to overextend where it'll put you guys in danger. Because if
you have to strike a really, really precise balance between those two.
That's it's hard to maintain, because sometimes you'll see some teams have the complete dominance, but they'll overextend, get wiped, and the other team will just come bring it right back. So it's definitely going to be fun to see what both teams are going to bring here.
Alright, getting ready for what could possibly be the last game of this set if Luau wins, but Splatter Swim's going to try their best to keep going, make it to other games in Alpha. They're going to really have to work in overtime for this one. Seeing no backliner on either side, this is going to be interesting.
We see a Dynamo and a Blob coming out from Splatter Swim. That is an interesting combo I have not seen in a long time. So I'm curious to see how this is going to work out for them. We see Splatter Swim getting the first zone cap.
Yeah, really strong start by Splatter Swim. However, they are 3 down now, so I think Luau has a good opportunity to get that lead quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Luau coming back with the 52 Deco, which does have that bomb and ray, which they just used earlier. We see another one coming out, another ray. The Blob here is actually doing quite a decent job here. They were the last one up there, and they're adding a lot of pressure to the zone with the lobs, because you don't want to go near those lobs where you can get damaged and possibly picked off by another member who's nearby.
Yeah, I think Blob's a really good pick on this map. It's fairly tough to fight them, especially if they have the higher ground. And,
plus, they use the bomb rush lob as well.
Yes. We are seeing some nice potential by Splatter Swim here. They're definitely a lot stronger on zones. So
this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
We see Luau here actually struggling to get members of Splatter Swim pick this match. Although the Dynamo does go down, but
are they going to get a penalty? Very close to earning a lead here.
It's really close. Luau is currently 2 down. Yeah, they got the cap.
Yeah, Kami out here. A little bit tough to play play Tetris on this map, especially against a Blob and then Dynamo. High ground. Good weapons for a high ground.
And then you also have that try, which is also really good on like curved maps.
Yeah.
You have the upper. So this is a lot of paint pressure that Spotter Swim has, and it's proving useful to them.
Yes, but I'm getting points now. Luau kind of struggling to get into the zone, but they're pretty close to capping here. Spotter Swim just needs to get back there. Not quite.
Yeah, they did go 2 down there. We saw the third one just get picked off, and the fourth is stuck in a corner here. Dynamo tried to apply pressure there, but does go down, so that is 3 down on the side of Spotter Swim. And now Luau is looking for to shut them down situation here.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Luau. I think they're in a really comfortable spot here, so Spotter Swim's gonna need to get creative, synchronize their specials. They do have a lot of specials ready, so I think it is a good opportunity to push in right now.
Oh, this is a good flank by the Tetris here. Didn't quite get the pick, but I'd say that if they did get the pick, that would be very key.
Not quite. Very good job on the Dynamo part.
The Dynamo is very huge on this map. It just can apply pressure to every corner of the middle. It can go over the window. It's a huge painter. So you really got to beware of where it is.
We are seeing that 52 Deco using the Ray. The Ray isn't going to get a whole lot of picks, but it does get him off the zone a little bit. So I'm not sure if it's the greatest pick, but it's still getting the job done.
It still is. Yeah, the Ray does apply the pressure to keep them around, but it doesn't. It can still keep them on the zone with how wide the zone is. It doesn't quite take them off, and it also isn't, as we know, it doesn't take turf back. That was a good pick on the Dynamo. Dynamo's the only one left here, though.
That could have been a KO there by Spotter Swim, but Luau still surprisingly close to getting another KO. This could be anyone's game at this point with 1 minute left on the clock.
Like I said, this is a match where you see a lot of back and forth action happen, and we've seen that already so far. Luau here now has everyone up, and they're trying again for to hold them back. And I see they aren't overextending or anything. They're keeping their distance just so that they're nearby zone if anything bad happens.
As I say, I was about to say no penalty on the side of Luau, but now they get it. So
Commentators curse today. Horrible.
That's not a good penalty on the side of Luau. They're going to have to really wait it out for the points to pick down. If they can even cap the zones. Spotter Swim doing a good job keeping the zone here. That Dynamo's been working hard on in the zone.
Dynamo's doing a great job at zone control and keeping them back, as now teams currently have even amount of numbers, so let's just see who's going to get the picks here. And Bucket comes in there.
Ooh. Do it. Wow, Spotter Swim, a lot stronger on zones. We can see that here, but I am curious to see if they can keep up this momentum in other modes.
Luau had actually capped that right as game over occurred. So that's got to be a little bit like, no, we had the chance to bring back overtime. You could see the zone actually capped as game over came.
That's unfortunate on the side of Luau.
Very unfortunate. But we are going into game 4. Spotter Swim is coming back.
Oh, Walleye Warehouse Tower Control. This one's tough. I think we did see, some of those weapons that Spotter Swim picked. I think they would be strong here. Blob and maybe not Dynamo, but I do think Blob's a pretty popular choice here, relatively.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I'd say probably the vanilla Blob is a more common pick on this one than the Bomb Rush, but both still do the similar amount of work. We'll see maybe more Jets come back because Ray's also pretty dominant on this map.
Yeah, this map's just going to be a mishmash of everything we've seen in the past 3 games.
So we just have to see who's gonna. Again, this is another map where you really want to use your specials wisely as well, because they are your keys to pushing through certain checkpoints. Just because there isn't a lot of room to go through, and if you don't have the range, you definitely need the specials. Teams are taking their time to ready up this time around.
Yeah, this could be the make or break match. This could be a chance for Spider Swim to actually tie it up or Luau to win. Wow, high stakes here.
It's coming down to the wire. Just have to remember to take a breathe and not let the pressure get to them. There we go. Timer has ran out. Kick off. Now we're game 4, tower control walleye. See a Nautilus coming out on the side of Splatter Swim and
A blaster.
all aggressive double zap blaster tetras. This will be interesting. Not a whole lot of range on the side of Luau, so this should be interesting to see. But they've got a lot of paint.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, seeing Spider Swim already getting a ray. We've been seeing CJ a lot, but this blaster kind of not getting a lot of paint, but providing a lot of pressure here.
I like the blasters actually kind of holding back a little bit and just kind of they were playing the support there. That was actually quite a bit, quite helpful there, just to keep the Splatter Swim members back and helping fellow Luau team members pick them up.
Yeah, and we are seeing that usual aggression that we have been seeing from Luau here, but that raid's gonna not quite stop the checkpoint. They are past checkpoint 1. And Kami here doing a really good job.
Oh my goodness.
But just staying alive in general.
Taking on a 3v1, possibly a 4v1 there. Just did a lot of dodging, and just that is prime thing to do. Stayed alive for as long as they did. See Luau here keeping up the pressure from literally all paths of entry as they are moving the tower forward bit by bit and getting 2 members of Splatter Swim down.
Not to mention that they do have tons of specials ready. That's going to be a wipe on the side of Splat.
This blaster is now in prime position to keep control of the members of Splatter Swim coming in.
Yeah, we talked about concerns with map control and the blaster, but now that the blaster can just play around the whole map here, no concerns, just go for the picks.
Blaster is definitely another weapon that I forgot to bring up that's quite good on this map. Look at Splatter Swim. They were stuck there.
Ooh.
They were stuck. That was quite the lockout from Luau.
Yeah, I think Luau was a little upset that they lost the game, and they said no.
And just charged forward.
Yeah, they didn't stop there. That whole game was a push. So we're going to see Luau move on into Alpha Bracket. Splatter Swim, you did great. We'll see you next month if possible. You guys played, you all played incredibly well. So before we take a short break till the next match, we do want to plug our next tournament. So next weekend, we do have a tournament called the Unnamed Tournament, kind of intended for us to try out cool things and discover a little more about TOing. So you can sign up for that. Anyone can join. There's no verification process, unlike Lowing. Go check out links on screen right now. So go check it out if you are interested in trying out a tournament. But until then, we are going to take a short break until we wait for round 3 to start.